Yorkshire-born, living in Toronto, author of the immensely successful Alan Banks series and the DCI crime series starring Steve Tonkinson, now in its umpteenth year on television. It is, of course, Peter Robinson.
Write, a lot of people, they want to be writers, but they just don't write. So you put your bum on the chair and your fingers on the keyboard. Probably in a dry season, because it was the first book in which I sort of had a story within a story and got to do a lot of research into a different historical period. Anywhere I can, really. I have a favourite place at a lake in northern Ontario where if I can get there for 2 or 3 weeks, I get more work done than in the city in a month. But it doesn't happen often. I was sort of inspired to write crime fiction by reading Raymond Chandler, Georges Simenon, and Madge Chauvel and Père Vallou, the Martin Beck books in the early 80s. And, I read all those and I thought, I want to do that. I want to do something like that. Well, I do like those dreadful 60s Elvis Presley movies for a little escapism every now and then. Not really. I mean, getting up in the morning is enough of a ritual sometimes, turning on the computer and maybe I sort of crack my fingers a little bit. I did. Ever since I was a little kid, I used to write stories in notebooks and illustrate them myself. Then I wrote poetry for many years before I started writing crime fiction. I don't. A lot of people find that hard to believe, but I'm not an outliner. I just start with the first scene, usually a body, and then Banks and other detectives start asking questions about this person, who it is, friends, enemies, that kind of thing, and it sort of goes out from there. Where do you get your ideas? Aldi. I have, and I've had to rewrite it. And, early days of computers when I was not particularly sure of what I was doing, I've erased things and been unable to get them back. Not a lot, but I mean enough to be annoying for a few days.
It's always interesting when an author has his or her work adapted for either the large or small screen. I'd love to know, do you prefer to watch something on television or to read the author's work? Do let me know in the comment box below, and I'll let you know my thoughts.